こっちは行けそうにないかな。まっすぐは進めるか。これさっきの道やな。こっち行こうかな。こっちは行けないんですね。お、じじ。おじじ様の前に扉に入ろ
う。No point.
マジで。じゃあちょっとこの人にも話聞こうね。ちょっといい人っぽいからいい話が聞けそう。
Excuse me, sir. Please, just a moment.
Yes, what is it? I'm not deaf, you know.
I am sorry to disturb you in your work, sir, but
this young mammothus primigenius is barely 40
聞いてもいないこと
years
喋り出した。
old. Fantastic, wouldn't you say, miss?
同意しとこう。
Yes, probably.
What do you mean, probably?
めんどくさい。
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't know, I see. What can I do for you, my dear child?
My dear child って絶対言うねんな。なんか2でも言ってたでしょ。My dear child。幼子みたいなことなんかね。
To tell you the truth, I don't know very much about mammoths, and I'm not here as a student. In fact, I'm a lawyer.
It's all right. Nobody's perfect. All the same, the study of the Pleistocene period is fascinating.
一つに入るんや、マンモスのこと
I'm
知って
sure
る
it
のは。
is, but I'm sorry to say my current mission is totally monopolizing my time. Another time, maybe.
Ah, that's what they all say. But anyway, let me present myself. I'm Cornelius Ponce, Emeritus Professor and Lecturer at the University of Barrockstadt. I'm proud to say that I'm head of the Department of Paleozoology at our university.
Kate Walker. Pleased to meet you.
お金ちょうだい。やっぱお金ある。ケイト。
It wasn't really my intention to stop off here, but I'll confess, this university is really very impressive.
Ah, indeed. There's such a tradition of learning here. So much knowledge,
そうなんよね。やっぱね、卒業生が先生になるもんなんですね。その時からこんなに天井高かったん？
Actually, I'm here because I've been summoned by the rectors of the university.
Oh, I see. You must have made a mistake on your enrollment form.
Oh, no. I haven't come here to study. I have an important matter of inheritance to attend to. I have to find the heir.
And you hope you will find him here?
I'm not altogether sure. But you see, my train broke down coming into Barrockstadt Station.
In that case, my dear, you must come to one of my lectures. Here's a question for you. Do you know what the Proboscidean order is?
The Probowhatian?
Ah, you see? There are gaps in your knowledge that need refreshing.
もう話すんのしんどいな。
I feel I've lost my way a little here.
迷ってた。
I could really do with your help.
Oh, my dear child, you've chosen your moment.
めっちゃお前今さマンモスごっつ見てただけやん。
It's a lecture about mammoths?
Yes and no. More specifically, it is about their migration.
まだ行かんといて。
Do excuse me,
あ
I
と
need to
4つ5
concentrate.
つ聞かせて。よかった、聞かせてくれるわ。
To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the sole heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory. At last word, he was living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Syberia. Ah,
そうやね、食いつくやろな。
But what was it you said again?
Said what?
You mentioned a name. The
ハンス
person
は
you
そ
are
こそこ
looking
有名なんじゃ
for.
ないですか、マンモスについても。
Vorarlberg. Hans Vorarlberg. Do you know him?
聞きたい。
Hans Vorarlberg.
覚えては
How
る。
could I forget him? Such an extraordinary fellow. So inventive. We shared a passion for mammoths, you
はっきり言うな。
know, and we bonded over this passion. Without it, I confess, I would have had little to do with an odd, ageless retard like Hans. At the time, we were both students. Well, sort of. Put it this way. Hans had special permission to attend paleontology lectures. You see, he didn't really have the necessary qualifications. In exchange, Hans did a few odd jobs around the
学力自体
university.
は偏っとったんやね。
Your
才能で
Hans
受け取ったんやね。
Vorarlberg sounds uncannily like the one I'm looking for.
I'm not sure, my dear. Hans was above all questions of money and business. Just to imagine him running a factory.
想像
There's
する
the
だ
thought.
け無駄でしょ。
Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a
教えてくれ
mystery
んの
to
か。
me. He never said very much, and never quite seemed to grasp what you said to him. He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions. His inventions, I admit, have been much appreciated by the university. The few times we really did talk, it was about his strange interest for mammoths and a doll. Some sort of doll that obsessed him.
シリンダ
doll,
ー
you
人
say?
形かね。
Yes, he kept talking about it. One
ああ、
day
はい
he
はいはい
described。it
マン
to
モス
me.
のね。
A sort of children's toy. A miniature mammoth mounted by a mout.
あるや
It
ん。
appears he found it in a cave
見せ
not
たる
far
か
from
ら
his
100ドル
home.
くれや。
The event all sounds very dramatic. His account was slightly confused, but it awoke a great interest in me.
What do you mean?
To my knowledge, there was only one tribe who made figurines featuring a mouse.
そうなん、ま
and
あの
that
人形ってそんな
tribe
すごかったん
is
です
the
ね。
Yukols. They live in the farthest reaches of Syberia, and for them, the dolls constituted a sacred object, illustrating one of their central legends. How
本当だ
such
ね。
a doll made the journey
なんかあ
from
そ
the
こフラン
frozen
スなんだね。
Siberian north to a cave
バ
in
ラ
the
ディレン
French
はアルプス山脈
is a
の
mystery to me.
ところなんか。
Even today, it is beyond my comprehension.
Have you considered that Hans Vorarlberg was maybe making it up? You said yourself he
なん
didn't
て
seem
こ
to
と言う
have
の。
all his mental facilities intact.
No, that's impossible. Hans couldn't invent the story like that. The doll is a sacred part of the Syberia legend. He described it to me in exact detail. Syberia itself is a
重要な
chimera that
人形やったのか。
paleontologists of the world are very fond of pursuing.
あの人形どこにあったっけ。あ、洞窟に落ちてたんか。そのまま落ちとったってことですよね。へえ
Arriving in Bergstadt is an amazing experience. I've never seen such a station.
You came by train?
Yes, in a kind of
すぐに
clockwork
立ち去れって
train
言われ
with
そう。
a spring mechanism that winds down regularly.
You mean you drive a train? Young ladies of today never cease
そん
to
なに悪い
amaze
こと言え
me.
なかった。言わ
Oh,
れなかっ
no,
たね。
I'm not the engineer. The train's engineer is actually an automaton. I am sorry, all this probably sounds very strange.
A clockwork train, driven by an automaton. I once knew a man long ago who could have invented such a train. It was he who designed the bandstand in the main square.
絶対
To think that he
事
was
情を
even
知ってるか
capable
の
of
ごとく
creating
全てを当
such
て
a
ていく
gadget.
教授。
He was astounding, a true genius. But oddly, at the
まあ
same
言うこと
time,
と
he
か
was
考え方と
also
か知
almost a
識
child. It was as
とい
if
うか
his
知能
mental
は
and
10歳の
physical
ままなんや
evolution
な。
had definitively halted at the
言っ
age
てた
of
ね、そう
10.
いやね
Can。you believe that?
身体
Yes.
的な特徴もそうな
I
のか
think。I can believe that. At least I'm beginning to.
鳥
My train stopped in a peculiar aviary. It's very odd. A lot of bird species seem to seek harbor there.
Ornithology is far from being my favorite subject, but I must concede that the station is the pride of the university. It was initially intended for teaching purposes, but then birds started arriving from all around the world. It seems that there are still rare species breeding there and flourishing.
Are there? Can you give me an example?
I have been told about a
Amazon
kind of
kako
bird
ne,
with
kita.
peculiar habits. Let's see now, the Amazon cuckoo. That's right. But oh, I'm so foolish. I can't remember what was so special about it. Just that
Kako
its
やからっていう
behavior
こと
is
じゃないの？
very peculiar.
The Amazon? Where's the Amazon? What is the Amazon?
I'm sorry, my dear, but one cannot learn everything in a lifetime.
いたいたいた。それは大丈夫ですよ
Specialization is the
教
key
授。
to real knowledge. Why don't you pay a visit to our library?
Thank you very much.
で、ソー
If
ビ
I
ニョ
were
ンで
to
すよ
say
ね。
forest
この人別に
Sauvignon
植
to
物
you,
学が専
what
門
would
じゃ
you
ないよ
say?
ね、でも。
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of
一生
tropical
懸命考えてくれてるのはわか
shrub,
る
don't you
わ。
We are talking about the same plant
分
then.
かっててんけどな
It
み
is
た
a
いな。
very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazon, and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Bergstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No.
あれ
No, I don't think there
え、
are
貴重
any. Hardly implausible, but
ああ、そうか、音
you
質
should
ね。
ask
そう
the
です
station
ね。
master. He is keeper of the
そうで
greenhouse
す
at our
ね。
university, so
そうか、ここで駅長に話か。
Thanks very much.
そうや、そうやったな。金くれ。
Professor, how do I say this? You see, I didn't think I'd need a lot of money when I set out.
濁
And
す
it turns out
な。
I need money after
そ
all.
うよな。
It's
言い
a
にくい
delicate
よな。
matter,
こん
I
な
know,
初め
but
て会った
I was wondering if
年笠の教
you
授
could
に
help me
な。
out.
お金貸し
my
てて。
dear, it would be a pleasure. But you see, I barely have enough myself to cover my meager expenditure on what I'm paid by the university.
100ドルや
Sorry,
ろ。
I didn't mean to offend or...
100ドルって
However,
10万ぐらい
if
な
we
んか
look
な。
at the example of Hans, it is true that our university always rewards people
あ、
who
そうなんで
perform
すね。
some service
だ
for
か
it.
ら、あの人たち、学
This
長
is
さん
our
が言ってた言
director's
葉は、
jurisdiction,
ここ
however.
の大学では結構常識なんやな。い
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't...
Sorry?
や、いい人ね。はよ行きや。講義の準備しなあかんで、教授。この扉開ける
No
の
point.
重いやろな。
It's locked.
ということで、まあまあ、真ん中のメロディーなんやろな、あれのやつをなんとかするっていうことか。この階段下でおるお兄ちゃんがもうちょっといい話をしてくれたらいいんですけどね。
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
ああ、めんどくせえ。
It's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Barkstadt.
Bollocks, what? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm
そうやな、
trying to
普
gather
通に
extra
ハンスの
information
情報
from
を言って
people
た
who have known
ね。
him.
What's your next destination?
お父さんも爪が甘
I'm
いな。
not exactly sure yet.
ハンスのおとんもな。
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
弱い立場だね。聞いてくれる？今イラついてんねん。
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Just who...
誰か。
Hey.
Listen,
じゃあ、ここも無理っぽいな。まだ何も手に入れてないもんね。じゃあね、戻って駅長さんにお話聞きに行きましょうか。